asked you to hold that thought regarding the 2,4 and the 5,7 and leptons and neutrinos. So we're going to return to this now in terms of trying to understand force dynamics within time. One of the techniques that the fractal universe uses in terms of parts and wholes and this principle of self-similarity is beautifully reflected in this 2, 4, 5, 7 sequence, where we split the two and then put them together. So it so happens that 2, 4, 5, 7 emerges as the reciprocal of 407. 1 over 407 equals 2, 4, 5, 7. And what is 407? 407 is 11 times 37, where 11 is the period 2 prime. 1 over 11 is 0, 9, 0, 9, 0, 9. 1 over 37 is 0, 2, 7, 0, 2, 7. So it combines the 2-ness and the 3-ness together. So that would be a grand unification, because it's SU2 weak times SU3 strong, giving you this complex. Now, one of the ways that we can see how this is the case is by looking at the numbers 2, 4, and 5, 7 in the context of a value I call the Coulomb constant, a symmetrical form of the Coulomb constant, which is 81 times 111, palindrome, which gives you 8991. When you take 24 units of 8991, mind you, 2, 4, and 5, 7 have been split from 8, 1. When you take 24 units of 8991, you get 215784, which is a halving progression. You're going from 2 to 1 to 5 to 7 to 8 to 4. That is a halving progression from 2 to 1 to 5 to 7 to 8 to 4. And a halving progression is disintegrative, and so it disperses, disintegrates, that is weak, in context with, or in contrast to, the number 5, 7, where 5, 7, 57 units of 8991 give you not 215784, but 512487, which is a doubling progression, which is strong, because the strong and the weak are basically simply growth versus decay. So the growth phase is going to be doubling. The decayed phase is going to be dispersive and disintegrative. Now, at the very center of things, where you have the 080808 and the 191919, which get concatenated in the form of 819, which is the unit form of the Planck mass, right? Because 819 plus 1 divided by 10 gives you 82, which is that quantum walk sequence that we followed. The 3367, in contrast, or complementarity to the 2457 value, right, is comprised of 3 primes, 7, 13, and 37. And what are 7 and 13 but the period 6 primes that go along with the period 3 prime 37? So when you have 3367 as this compound factorization with this native intelligence specific to a tri-hexagonal lattice, expect magic. Expect magic. Because this type of logic, however ancient it may be, however rooted in mysticism it may be, is string theory's rescue. Because what string theory is waiting for is a method of vacuum selection. They need vacuum selection principles to reduce the 500,000 menu items to 1. And that would be this. So hold that thought.